everybody, I'm so glad you're back for another tasty recipe. I am super excited about this. With the cool season getting ready to start, I crave Italian food. So I thought what better time than to make a no-boil white lasagna. This has got a little bit of a twist. It's not just the fact that it's white and no boil. We've got some great secret little ingredients I think you're gonna love. So let's get started. You're gonna need a 9x13 pan. 12 lasagna noodles straight out of the box. You don't need to cook them. This is a super simple recipe and it freezes great too. You're gonna need a 9x13 pan. We're gonna take our white cream sauce, which if you saw one of the other episodes, it's the bechamel sauce, which I think you guys are gonna love in this lasagna creation. So we're gonna take a cup of the sauce and lay it in the bottom of your pan. Just kind of spread it out. This is gonna help your lasagna noodles not stick. I like to spray my pan lightly with olive oil just to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom, because the last thing you want is to go to dish it up and it's stuck to the bottom of your pan. It makes a complete mess out of the lasagna. So now that we've got the sauce, we're gonna lay some cheese. Now I've got mozzarella here. This cream sauce actually has mozzarella in it. I'm gonna take some of that mozzarella and just sprinkle on the bottom. This is gonna help your noodles stick. Stick to that creamy sauce and really soak it up when it bakes. Now we're gonna take 4 lasagna noodles and we're gonna lay them down in the bottom of that pan. The assembly of this can be so much fun. Kids can help with it, and you can make it ahead of time, which is a great weeknight quick meal. Now I've got a mixture of some non-traditional Italian vegetables here. I've got some shredded carrot, some raw broccoli pieces. I've also got some raw zucchini and squash. We're gonna layer that all on top of those noodles. And I've got about a pound of Italian sausage here too, because I like Italian sausage in mine. I've had lasagna with all kinds of sausages, not just ground meat, but really good Italian flavored actual like brat type sausage, which was really tasty too. Put some shredded carrot on top of there. This is gonna add a sweetness to that cream sauce that is really gonna heighten it. It's a great way to sneak in some extra vegetables and maybe you or the kids don't necessarily care for it, but it will be super tasty in this lasagna. Add some broccoli, that ground Italian sausage. Put a little more sauce on top, and we're just gonna repeat these steps 2 more times. Now remember, it is sauce, noodles, vegetables, meat, cheese, a little bit of Parmesan in there, a little bit of mozzarella. This is gonna be super tasty. I can't wait to put some in my mouth. Our second layer of noodles are down. Pour a little more sauce on top of it. Take your vegetables and put another layer down. Gonna finish up the last little bit of ingredients here. Got some extra zucchini. I wanna really pack this full so that when you bite into that bite of hot lasagna, gooey hot lasagna, like it's a mouthful, right? Because I don't know, that kind of makes me happy. This is gonna be a really hearty, filling meal. Gotta sing a little while you do this, right? Because it's gonna bring that much pleasure. Gosh, my mouth is watering already. Scrumptious, umptious. Deliciousness gonna go in the oven and then in my tummy. Because the last little bit of mozzarella that we have, we are going to put directly on the last layer of noodles. It smells amazing. That bechamel sauce smells incredible. The flavors are just gonna explode. Now our last 4 noodles, Just lay them on top, just like this. Kind of push it down just a little bit. Get it real snug in there. Now we are going to pour the last bit of our sauce right on top. In case you were wondering, it is about 5 cups. Sometimes you just need a little bit of finger movement to get those noodles fully covered. Then we're going to take that last bit of mozzarella, put it right on top. Now it is ready for the oven. Doesn't it look scrumptious? We need to take some aluminum foil and cover the lasagna. So you may have noticed I had parchment paper with my aluminum foil. I kind of use it twofold. One, so that my cheese on my lasagna is not going to stick to that aluminum foil, but also it helps give a protective barrier between my food and the aluminum foil to not transfer heavy metals into it. This is going to let it really steam and bake those noodles. That's why we don't have to cook them ahead of time. In a 375-degree oven for 50 minutes. Sure that gets on nice and tight. So let's stick it in. I can't wait for that lasagna to come out of the oven. Ooh, that heat. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I forgot how heavy lasagna is. So it's been in the oven for 50 minutes. Now we are going to uncover it. I'm gonna leave the parchment paper on there just a little because we need to kind of press it down to flatten out those top noodles, and it's hot, so be careful. Wow, that's hot. Pull that parchment paper off. We are going to stick it back in the oven for 10 minutes. Should crisp up the top layer, kind of toast that cheese. It is done and ready to come out of the oven. Oh, it's sizzling. Can you hear it? Ooh, creamy goodness. It's really hot, but I got it dipped out finally. And I honestly don't know where to start on this scrumptious lasagna. Oh my gosh. This is divine. I'm almost speechless. This lasagna is so good. I love the zucchini and the squash in it. And the carrots did add just a slight hint of sweetness and made that cream sauce extra rich, which you're gonna love. And I can even taste the little hint of nutmeg that's in it. When you make this, you are going to be so surprised, and hopefully it becomes one of your comfort food favorites too. I love you.